Most travelers don't realize this, but baggage fees have quietly become one of the biggest ways airlines make money. And every year, more people get caught paying for bags they didn't plan for, simply because they don't know the rules or the alternatives. The good news is that most of these fees are avoidable if you understand how the system works, and if you prepare smarter than the average traveler. In this video, I'm going to walk you through practical, legitimate strategies that people use right now to save money on their luggage. And these are strategies that will continue to work throughout next year because they're based on policies that rarely change. The goal is simple: keep your money in your pocket and not in the airlines. One of the biggest reasons travelers pay baggage fees is because they pack based on habit instead of based on what airlines actually measure: weight and dimensions. The smartest travelers don't only pack less, they pack lighter. And there's a big difference. For example, a single pair of heavy jeans can weigh more than 2 lightweight outfits combined. Switching from bulky fabrics to lighter ones can free up pounds of unused space without you even noticing the difference in what you're bringing. Travel clothing today is designed to weigh less, dry faster, and compress easier. And using these materials is one of the simplest ways to stay under the limits without paying anything extra. Another thing that surprises many people is how much you're allowed to wear on your body. Airlines and security don't charge you for clothing, and they don't have a limit on how many pockets your jacket or vest can have. There are travel jackets and vests designed specifically for this, with compartments for toiletries, electronics, chargers, snacks, and small clothing items. You're not breaking any rule by using them, and because the items are considered part of your outfit, they never count toward baggage. Casual travelers overlook this, but frequent travelers swear by it because it essentially creates a free third bag without paying for a third bag. The next thing to think about is your personal item. Most people don't maximize it because they don't look at the dimensions. Every airline has a maximum size for personal items, and when you choose a bag that fits the exact allowed measurements, you can pack far more than the average person using a small backpack or purse. On many airlines, a properly sized personal item backpack can hold 2 to 3 days worth of clothing. And if you pair that with compression packing cubes, you can turn your personal item into what is basically a second carry-on, without paying for an actual carry-on. Compression is another huge key. Traditional packing cubes organize your items, but compression cubes actually squeeze your clothing down to a fraction of the space. Many travelers cut their clothing volume by almost half just by switching to compression cubes. If you've never used them before, you'll be shocked at how much space they save and how easy they make packing. The benefit here is simple. When your clothing takes up less space, you're less likely to need extra bags. Less bags means no fees. Something else that surprisingly still works is the duty-free bag strategy. At most airports, if you buy something in duty-free, the store gives you a branded bag, and airlines do not count this as a piece of luggage. What many travelers do is buy something small like a snack or a gift, and then place extra items from their carry-on inside the duty-free bag. You're not breaking a rule because the bag is from the airport's official shop, and airlines cannot refuse it. As long as you have the receipt, they will allow you to board with it. This makes it one of the easiest ways to carry extra items without paying for another bag. Now let's talk about fees themselves. Many baggage fees are based on whether you add a bag at booking, after booking, online, or at the airport. The same bag can cost 3 completely different prices depending on when you add it. Adding a bag at the airport is almost always the most expensive option, but adding it online, even just 1 hour before arriving, is significantly cheaper. Airline pricing systems don't charge more for bags because they weigh more. They charge more because customers pay last minute. So even if you know you're going to check a bag, adding it online ahead of time can save a huge amount. Another thing to be aware of is that many airlines have bundle fares. These are not upgrades. They're regular economy tickets that include extra services with the fare. In many cases, a bundle fare that includes a checked bag costs only a little more than a basic fare without one. Most travelers simply don't compare the two because they're in a rush to check out. But if a bundle includes a bag, seat selection, and priority boarding for just a bit more, it's usually cheaper than paying for those services individually. Bundles are often designed to appear small, so frequent travelers always look at them before booking. When you're traveling with someone else, one of the easiest ways to avoid overweight fees is by combining items. Airlines don't care whose clothing is inside which bag. The only thing they measure is the bag's total weight. So if one bag is too heavy and the other is underweight, simply moving items between them keeps both bags under the limit without paying anything. It's so simple that most people overlook it because they're stressed at the counter. But combining weight between passengers is completely allowed, and it saves people from paying unnecessary overweight fees every single day. There's also the power of airline apps. A lot of airlines quietly offer discounts if you add a bag through their mobile app instead of on a computer or at the airport. Some even give you an automatic free personal item upgrade or a higher weight allowance just for being an app user. These aren't promotions, they're features airlines use to encourage people to check in digitally. Checking the app before your flight can sometimes reveal cheaper baggage add-ons that don't appear anywhere else. Another tip that works consistently is using soft-sided luggage. Hardshell suitcases look nice, but they don't flex. And if a hardshell suitcase is 1 centimeter over the size limit, an airline can charge you for it. Soft-sided bags compress and fit into sizers more easily, which means you're much less likely to get flagged. This is why many frequent flyers prefer soft luggage for carry-ons. It's more forgiving and less likely to cost money. Let's talk about weight distribution again, because this is where many people get caught. Airlines weigh your checked bag, but they don't usually weigh your personal item. If your suitcase is slightly overweight, move your heaviest small items, shoes, chargers, power banks, jeans, into your personal item. Those items can easily add up to about 4 to 7 pounds. Simply shifting them around can bring your checked bag under the limit instantly without paying the overweight fee. Most people don't do this because they panic at the counter, but it's completely allowed. Travel-sized toiletries also save more weight than people think. A full bottle of shampoo or lotion can take up more than a pound. Using travel bottles not only fits TSA rules, but also reduces your bag's weight dramatically. And most hotels supply basic toiletries anyway, so bringing full-size bottles usually just wastes space. Then there's the underrated trick of checking airline partnerships. Many airlines work together through alliances, and those alliances sometimes offer shared baggage allowances. If 2 airlines are partners, and your booking involves both airlines, you might receive a better baggage allowance by default without paying extra. Most people don't check these rules because they assume every airline charges individually, but alliances often match the most generous baggage rule across your trip. Let's also talk about choosing the right airport. Smaller airports can be stricter about carry-on sizes because they have limited storage space on smaller planes. Larger airports and larger aircraft tend to be more lenient because overhead bins can hold more. If you have a choice between airports, picking one with bigger planes can reduce the chance of a bag being forced to be checked. Something else that can help is how you present your bag. If your carry-on is neat and compact, agents are less likely to ask you to place it in the sizer. But if it looks stuffed and bulging, they are more likely to check it. Compression straps, packing cubes, and soft-sided materials make your bag appear smaller, even if it's full. Presentation matters more than people think. Lastly, always check your airline's weight and size limits before leaving home. Every airline is different. Some allow heavier carry-ons, some allow larger personal items, and some give more generous checked baggage limits. Knowing these details beforehand means you can choose the best airline for your needs instead of discovering the rules at the airport. The entire point of these strategies is not to cheat the system, but to understand it better than the average traveler. Airlines create baggage policies because most people don't plan ahead. But when you know how to pack smart, how to use clothing to your advantage, how to maximize personal items, and how to book correctly, you can avoid fees naturally without breaking any rule. And if you apply even 2 or 3 of these strategies, you'll start noticing something. You're traveling lighter, faster, and cheaper, and your stress at the airport drops dramatically. That's what smart travel is all about. Not trying to beat the airline, but learning how to move through the system smarter than everyone else. If you found these tips useful and you want more travel hacks and airport secrets, let me know in the comments what video you'd like to see next. And if you want more practical travel advice that actually works, make sure you're subscribed because I bring you only real, proven information that helps you travel better. Thanks for watching Flywise, and I'll see you in the next video.